Mbeki admits ANC in chaos. ANC corrects mistakes, South Africa's only hope. The former president of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki, admitted that the ANC made many mistakes and that the party itself is in great chaos. However, he tells South Africans to vote for Cyril Ramaphosa of the ANC on the 29th of May. Jacob Zuma is gaining support in KwaZulu-Natal Province, South Africa, on the brink of division and a rise in tribalism. Julius Malema suggests that former President Jacob Zuma should have endorsed him, as former Zimbabwean President R.G. Mugabe did by endorsing Mr. Chamisa instead of his successor. ZANU-PF Emmerson Mnangagwa, the current president. Mbeki understands that the country is experiencing declining economic growth and unemployment is increasing in South Africa. The question is, why? Firstly, load shedding or electrical outages have increased, with Eskom failing to produce enough megawatts to keep the country running. As a result, companies have reduced production and activity. There is a need to see why Eskom is failing, but the ANC is not without contribution to this issue due to its power-hungry stance. About 45% of South Africans of working age or youth say they are unemployed. How the ANC is going to fix all these problems is very difficult to tell, especially since it is itself in chaos. So there is going to be more harm if the root causes of the failures are not addressed. For a decade, the country had a great increase in employment from 1994 to about the 2000s during the transition from white rule to black. Nelson Mandela was excellent, then we saw Mbeki come in, followed by Jacob Zuma with the Gupta scandals and lootings, then the current Cyril Ramaphosa in an already damaged economy. I am not sure who sold the country to the Indians if not the ANC and the Zuma government. It is still most likely that Cyril Ramaphosa will be re-elected. Why do I say so? There is not much competition. However, we can talk of Jacob Zuma and the MK party, but he failed in his time and may have contributed to the present challenges the country is facing. The corruption and Gupta issues cannot be forgotten. Even if the 26% for the DA party and 9% for EFF Julius Malema, and the assumed 12% support for the MK party, especially from KwaZulu-Natal Province, can add up to 50% of the votes. It is clear that if the opposition parties combine their support, it's still not enough to prevent the ANC from securing just 50% of the votes. I cannot say the ANC has to be relaxed, but they have a small window to win this election with just less than 51% of the votes. EFF Julius Malema is part of a growing party, but without a strong policy background, offering just hectic promises and glitches. None of those who understand politics and national governance vote for that party, except the frustrated youth from unemployment, who feel like they have no choice but to try an alternative without vision, since they feel like the ANC has failed, and so has MK and Zuma. It is clear Jacob Zuma has no vision for South Africa, but being treated like a criminal by the ANC government made him try to seek revenge. In a way to divide the ANC voters' confidence in this old party. The Democratic Alliance has been maintaining 25 to 30%, but with a marked decline as the EFF emerged, and its history of being aligned with whites makes it unpopular in the country. Thanks to President Mbeki, who is truthful in saying we have a problem, so vote for us that we together can fix it and mend the nation into continued prosperity.